Kevin Greene of OpenText Cybersecurity. Thanks for joining me today. It's great to see you. How have you seen FedRAMP evolve over time, and what do you expect to see it continue to do to evolve to meet the way the threat landscape's changing?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me. I think FedRAMP is one of those things that we see constantly maturing. And one of the things that I came across and that I'm very proud of, which aligns with CISA's 2023-2025 strategic goals, is doubling down on cyber defense and trying to take a threat-based risk approach to trying to address how we onboard security controls, how we test security controls, how do we select security controls, which are most kind of relevant to mitigating threat actors' behaviors. So I think that's very important that we're taking that approach. It's aligned with what cyber defense is all about, trying to mitigate threat actors' behavior. So I do think that will help harmonize how we get to market, right? Expedite some of the mundane work that's associated with doing security control assessments. Yeah. So I'm proud to see that.
I've seen a lot more discussion at this conference around risk assessment and risk management than I think I have at other FedRAMP events or more broadly based cybersecurity events. What do you think is driving that?
I think the need to do more with less, make the right investments in technologies and capabilities that are known to mitigate threat actors' behaviors. I think we see all over the news either a ransom attack, either at the state and local level, or something when the government would move it, or when these major vulnerabilities that we just seen with Azure AD that affects pretty much all the government. So when there's a major vulnerability or cyber attack, APT, I think that's part of the problem, right? Is trying to streamline that and make the right investments in technologies that are going to give you the biggest bang. And when I say the biggest bang, I mean being able to give you the best coverage around threat actors' behaviors and activities.
You touched on something else that I think is kind of part of the buzz here, and that is what happens next for not just for FedRAMP and not just for the steps that agencies have to take, but for reaching the outcome that they want, which is a more secure network, a more secure system, not just what are the exercises that we have to do. What do you see happening in that area to help agencies understand their systems are more secure, not that they've complied with whatever the list of requirements is?
I think we need to have a way to assess cyber defense, right? And we can do things like red teaming, adversarial threat assessments, where we emulate threat actor behaviors. But I also think the need to really try to leverage things like threat intelligence, understanding our threat profile, and figuring out how do we harmonize threat intelligence to guide us, inform us how we deploy technologies, what type of technologies that we should invest in. But most important, provide those early warning capabilities of things that we know are going to happen and how threat actors are trying to attack us. I think once we streamline that, I think we'd be in a good place to be more risk-driven, right? Because we're focusing on those threats that pose the most significant risk to not only the mission, but the larger federal government and also private sector as well.
Kevin, it's great to see you. Thanks for your time today.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.